Hello everyone, welcome to the Friday edition of This Day. It is August 29th. It's the last weekend of August. Can you believe that? Fall is in the air. September is just around the corner. Labor Day, I hope you have exciting Labor Day weekend plans going on. Maybe a barbecue, raise the flag, do all that fun stuff with the family and friends. We've got an exciting show for you before you head into all your Labor Day festivities, so let's get right to it. On the program today, we're going to have Springboks Club, and that's going to be with Bree. She's going to be talking to Rachel Barnes and Carol Dolan. And then later in the program, I'll be talking to the folks from the Broadway Music Lovers Club. They just came back from their cruise. They got all sorts of fun stuff going on, including that whatever that wizard movie is that's coming out. They talk about it all the time. And they also have some stuff going on with the coastline, so stay tuned for that with Elisa Kaplan Center and Kate Barclay. So we'll enjoy that one as well. Right now, though, we want to keep you informed, and temperatures are still kind of hot. I know I talked about September. I know I talked about fall coming, but you know what? The heat is kind of here right now, and the cooling centers are open for you guys to enjoy, so make sure you get out to those. All sorts of things you want to do to make sure you stay hydrated, but if it's not going to work out, they have stuff at the library. There's Clubhouse 1. There's the Performing Arts Center. Those are all some of the cooling stations that you can go to stay cool in the community. Go on to the Village website and see where all the locations are and the hours of their operation for folks who want to get out into the community and stay cool during these last days of summer heat wave that we're experiencing. Let's take a check of that weather. We got that moisture in the air still from the monsoonal flows that are going on, so it's a little muggy out there still. We're going to have a high of 86 today, morning clouds and some clouds lingering, and then mostly sunny in the afternoons. Same kind of pattern for Saturday, same kind of pattern for Sunday, and then on Labor Day, we warm up a few degrees, getting close to 90 degrees. So it's going to be some warm ones, so those cooling centers might come in a little handy for us. Let's take a look at the sunrise, sunset while we're at it. Look at this cool picture. This is a troll exhibit at Fiola Gardens in Woodside, California. Thank you so much, Stephanie Casey, for sending us this picture. That is a pretty cool looking thing. I wish I could see that in person. Sunrise this morning was 6:23. Sunset tonight, 7:19. If you'd like to send us a picture from your excursions around California, anywhere on vacation, or right here in the village, we'd love to see those pictures. Email us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we will use it in our sunrise sunset segment. When we come back, well, it'll be Bree up here, and she'll be talking to the folks from Springbok Club. Stay with us.
I would highly recommend Salus Home Care for their home care and or hospice services if that is something that you would require. They are kind, caring, and trusting individuals, and to this day they are family members of ours, and I would use them again if I had to. Without Salus, we would never ever have been able to make it through.
Call Salus and let us show you why we've been in business longer than any other home care company in South Orange County.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Joining me now, I have Rachel Barnes with Springboks Club and Carol Dolan, Springboks and Kiwanis Club. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having us.
I appreciate you coming down, and I'm excited to learn about everything you have going on. Excited to learn about Kiwanis, Carol, because I don't know much about that club. But first of all, I want to just give you an amazing acknowledgement for your achievement. Tell us about this, Rachel. What did you get?
Thank you. Look at this.
It's gorgeous.
We were awarded an award through the Laguna Woods Foundation and Assembly member Diane Dixon for the Good Neighbor Project. And what we're doing this year, like we did last year, is the Breaking Bread event.
Tell us about that.
Breaking Bread event. Well, breaking bread it goes back ancient times when you actually it's practically and spiritually meaning to it that you break the bread, the community comes together. It also symbolizes hospitality, peace, community, and that's what we're doing with our Breaking Bread event, is bringing the community together and offering them free scholarships for those who cannot pay the fee to join, because I think that's important for everybody to do that. And we were able to do that thanks to the Laguna Woods Foundation that gave us a monetary award as well as the certificate.
Congratulations on that. That is such an achievement. Yeah, the only point about breaking bread that I know of is I went to a very tiny little town somewhere in Greece, and they brought all of the women together, went to grandma's house, and if you weren't careful, you'd hit your head on the ceiling. And they literally broke bread over the bride's head.
Oh.
And then everybody partook in a piece of the bread. So it was just an amazing tradition and something that not a lot of us think about. So this is great that you're bringing it back.
Yeah, and in modern times we say, let's break bread, let's go have dinner this weekend and break bread together.
And that's why you have the dinner rolls,
Yes.
correct? Exciting. Carol?
So that's
You're part of that.
That's why Kiwanis is doing Breaking Bread with Springboks, because it's bringing the community together, and that's one of our missions in Kiwanis. We've been around since 1915, and it started as a business network with just men, but it's already expanded in 1919, and it became one child at a time and one community at a time. And Kiwanis is the only international global charity club in the village, and it's of course global, so it's worldwide.
That's amazing. And I've seen the symbol, I see the colors, but I never really understood what that club was all about.
And we have something in common, I think, because Kiwanis' motto, I mean, is one of the mottos is caring about the children of the world. And we empower the women when we go visit them at the shelters. So we have something in common that way. And I'm happy that Carol is also a Springbok member. So when she approached me to join them, or that they will join us,
That's a natural
a
fit,
big
wasn't
honor.
it?
Yes.
Fantastic. Carol, how long have you been with Springboks?
Since Rachel started it, I guess. I
So
help her.
just a year and a half old.
Yeah, that's it.
And what made you really want to get involved and start a club?
Springbok, so it started as a South African club, and then now it's evolved into a hands-on project activities that we do. Like we do the Breaking Bread, we do the Valentine Lip Lab, which we create lip gloss from scratch using organic products.
Really?
That's in February. We'll talk about that more later. And then we have the pet bazaar, where people bring the pets. It's a free event. And the Dazzling Darling, we'll talk about it. So we do, and then the speed dating is a new one, because that's again breaking bread, right? We're bringing the community together.
So let's talk about this speed dating event. It's taking place Saturday, October 25th. That'll be here before we know it. Held at Restaurant 19. So, assuming this is for all the singles and their guests in the community?
Correct.
Is this the first time?
It's the first time in Laguna Woods Village, and I think there's a calling for it, for people to make genuine relationships. You know, our success, what we think is not just people having a romantic relationship, it's more giving them confidence to get out of the woods and meeting people. That's what I feel will be a success for us, just getting people out there.
There's quite a few single people in the village. Is there?
Yeah, there is actually, we are fully booked for women. I have a couple spaces for men, and then I have a future event that's also filling up fast. So I'm asking everybody to get online, springboks-online.com, speed dating, and to sign up for our future speed dating event.
It sounds like it should be like a quarterly event.
I think so, because yes, the second one is filling up as well.
Now, does that include dinner?
No, but we are lucky. We're doing it in Restaurant 19, so we have the bar around the corner. And then I have a special something to give the men, to give to the first woman that they meet at the table.
Oh, is that right?
So, and then we're gonna have
Like a
some
little
music.
rose ceremony.
Yeah, something like that. We have a background music, and we're beautifully decorated with the tablecloths and the flowers, vase and centerpiece. So
it sounds like you might be a little bit outnumbered, more women than men. So we need to encourage our men to sign up.
just wake them up a little bit, give them a nudge.
Give them a little nudge.
Give
All
them
right,
a
guys.
So the opportunity, Rachel said the opportunity to get people out, and I'd like to say that Kiwanis, what we do here in the village, we do give money to Age Well, we give money to the Sylvester Salon, we give time and money to those things. We also give $65,000 in scholarships to our little local group, gives $65,000 in scholarship
That's a lot.
to
That's
Saddleback.
significant.
Yes. And then we make these little dolls.
So tell me about these little dolls.
These little dolls go to children that are in crisis. And we make them starting from scratch, and they take about an hour and a half to make. They're handmade, and we give them to children in crisis.
Now, Carol, I see a pen in.
Yeah, a pen is there
those.
because, for example, a child in crisis might be going to have surgery or something, and the pen is there, and I think this child must have been having mouth surgery because they drew their mouth on here.
Oh, how interesting.
I don't know. But other children that have been in crisis, I've seen them take the pen, and if they're angry about something, and if there's a red pen in there, they get all their anger out. So they're kind of therapeutic. They're also kindness dolls, kindness buddies, and we give them to school children because in the schools now it's be kind is one of the mottos. Mm-hmm. To be kind. It's the second year to be kind. So these are kindness dolls as well.
So you might see one show up with a red heart.
Yes, you might.
That's why I love them. I love Kiwanis. I think we're a great match.
No, it sounds like it's meant to be. You guys will have to do some more collaboration in the future. Definitely. Yes. Thank you for sharing those. That's something that's really meaningful and very special.
Thank you.
I think so. So you've got a jewelry show coming up also later in the fall.
Yes, so we have the Dazzling Darlings. It's our second one. We're inviting artists or craftsmen, jewelry making, the residents themselves to be our vendors. We're going to rent our tables for $25 because it is a fundraiser, like I said. And I have people calling already about it, but our opening registration date is September 20, which will be a day after our Breaking Bread event. Mm-hmm. And we'll start taking reservations for the vendors to join us. And I really want to have more of the residents get involved than from outside vendors.
But you will take outside vendors as well.
If I don't fill out, but I have a feeling this year will be much better than last year because people are hearing about our events.
And Rachel, is it just jewelry or can they do other types of arts and crafts, wood making, ceramics, anything like that, or is it just jewelry?
No, it's crafts too, not large ones. So we're looking like for painting 9 by 12 or 11, not big items, more elegant items. But all different crafts, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's taking place Saturday, December 13th from 2 to 4 p.m., Clubhouse 1, and the admission is free?
Yes.
Okay, and looking for vendors for, what, is it a 4x8 table?
The 8-foot tables.
8-foot tables.
And we're going to fill out, it's going to be in the main lounge this year, so it's going to be bigger and better.
We like that. How exciting. Well, congratulations on all your achievements, and I hope all of your speed dating and your jewelry making, everything fills up.
Thank you.
If folks want to get a hold of you, how do they do so?
They can email us, springboxlwv@gmail.com, or they can go online. Everything's online. I made it very convenient so they can register their events and pay online.
Fantastic.
And to be a member of Kiwanis, we meet on the 2nd and 4th Mondays, and it's a luncheon meeting. Everybody has to have lunch, so come and join us at 11:30 at Restaurant 19.
Sounds wonderful. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you. You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages.
If you believe the journey is the destination, you'll love exploring in the 2025 Subaru Crosstrek. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus up to 34 miles per gallon. An 11.6-inch high-resolution touchscreen, plus a 182-horsepower Subaru Boxer engine. Love is out there. Find it in a Crosstrek.
Lease the 2025 Subaru Crosstrek for $279 per month. Terms apply. See www.irvinesubaru.com for details.
welcome aboard. We're going to be talking to our folks here from Broadway Music Lovers Club about the big cruise and more. I want to welcome to the show Elisa Kaplan and Kate Barkley. Hello.
Hello.
I went
It's
blank
been
for just a second there.
ages.
It has been a minute. You guys were on your cruise. So
Yes.
that's where we're jumping right there. We talked about the cruise for months before you guys went, and you're back from Alaska and
Absolutely.
Canada.
We are. So we went on Seth's Big Fat Broadway Cruise. And we were very fortunate because, as you can see, that's just half of our group. We took about 14 people from the village. And we basically did Broadway, musical theater, acting, finding the right key, learning how to perform.
Oh, there was 60 people in our little charter within the 2,600 on the cruise ship.
Okay.
So it was a large group.
Wow.
And we had our own little theater within there that we went
You
to
guys
for
had to do the
classes.
performances and
it
do the
was great.
special stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Wow, that sounds fantastic.
We had a blast, and the food was great.
And the food was great. So tell me about what were the things that the Broadway Music Lovers Club folks got to do? What
Right
were
there.
some of the interactions?
It's right there.
There we go.
So that's Seth Rudetsky, and Kate and I were so lucky because we got to do a master class, which is when you present a song, and then he says, yes, that's the right key, no, it's not, go higher, go lower.
Okay.
And then you perform it in front of these 60 people that were in our group, and then he gives you little pointers, but he's such a comedian that it was, we were just laughing.
He said to me, is that the right key? And I went, it's the right key for me unless you think it's the wrong key. And then it's the wrong key.
Yeah.
But
And
he's so amazing. He literally in 5 seconds went, new, bum, 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 bum. Okay, we're gonna do it in this key. Now let's try it in a different one. Bum, 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 bum. So he could actually change the key within 5 to 6 seconds.
And you could just dial it in for you?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah,
and he's been in many Broadway shows. He wrote one. He's a great, so we had a blast and we learned a lot. And we're bringing it back here to the Broadway Music Lovers Club.
Okay, well there you go. See, look at that. Teach one, learn one, see one, teach one, whatever that is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was, and also there were performers he brought from Broadway, so that's why it was called Seth, Big Fat Broadway Cruise. And they have come in and they were doing their own cabarets and their own shows on top of working with us in the master classes. So it was just a dream.
Yeah. And one of the women won a Tony Award for Cher. She played Cher on Broadway. And they shared a lot of personal stories about how they got up in the business. And it was really great, especially for novices that are not professionals like us. They really learned how do you get into the biz and how do you grow and how do you change and how do you get a Broadway show.
Yeah, because just to step back a second, like people like me who are not in the business of doing those kind of performances, I've never done that. But I imagine some people say, "Oh, I could get up on a stage and sing, or I could perform," and then they realize the nuance and the levels of understanding for a show like that, and like, oh, there's a lot more to this than just getting up there and learning your lines and singing a song.
Well, in one of our first sessions when we met with you, I do some vocal techniques sometimes when we're singing in the Broadway Music Lovers Club, and people don't realize that you need to breathe properly to support one line or 5 lines in a song.
Right. That how am I going to get that all out in this moment without taking that extra big breath in the middle of a
Yeah, absolutely.
Seriously, yeah. So that was great, and it was great to give novices who have no experience. They did quizzes. One of our passengers, he said, who here doesn't know anything about Broadway? She's like, right here, and she won the book all about Broadway.
fun.
And he would throw out CDs, and I got a Broadway one, and answer this question.
CDs?
Yeah, he had every kind. He had baseball cards about Broadway shows, and he gave them away. We had a really...
So we'll be giving them away at our club.
There you go. Look at that. Big surprises. So real quick, you got to see some cities while you were out there too, right? It wasn't just all Broadway all the time, right?
Yeah, no. Broadway was only when we were at sea.
At sea, right?
We went to Ketchikan, we went to Skagway, we went to Juneau, and then we went to Victoria, British Columbia.
Victoria is just amazing.
Yeah, really, really beautiful. The Canadians say it's not Canada because they don't have any snow plows there. It's 40 to 80.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful town, and all those places are. I've been to Alaska and I've been to Victoria. It's gorgeous places. So you guys going to do it again?
If Seth's on it, sure.
Yeah. It was actually my second time to Alaska. I stayed on the ship the whole time and ate.
See?
Ate and walked.
Perfect.
It was like a mile and a half to get to breakfast. So it was
Yeah,
fine.
why get off the ship to have breakfast? Come on. All right, so upcoming stuff, you guys. There's the things you've done. What's coming up? You got some stuff coming up.
We do. I'm
next
sure you're
week?
wondering, why is she wearing a crown?
I don't.
Why am
never
I
ask questions
wearing
when you guys
a
walk in
witch's
with
hat?
stuff on. I never ask those questions anymore.
So we're very excited because on September 4th, we are going to present the movie Wicked.
Now, not all of it. We're going to do it. We're going to do 3 months. So it's September, October, and November. The first Thursday of every month.
For your club meetings.
For the club meetings. And what I'm going to do before each one is give what they call little Easter eggs. You know how you go hunting for an Easter egg? So they're going to be little clues about what's coming up. You know, somebody find, did you see the message? You know, that kind of thing. And then we'll watch maybe 50 minutes of the musical. And then the next time I'll go, okay, now hear this part of it, what's coming up. You know, because people don't realize that it's, besides just being fun to watch and great music, there's subtext going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, you know, so we're going to break up the film, right? So it's a long film.
Yeah.
And if you notice our T-shirts, we're modeling.
Hard to miss.
So I'm really excited because I was actually invited to premiere 3 days before it actually gets released of the next part of Wicked.
What?
I'm going to.
What?
So I asked my friend Kate, another showbiz friend of ours, so we're going to go, I think it's in Tustin, and we'll be able to see the next movie.
Wow.
So we can prepare our curriculum when we do it.
And what's perfect is we're seeing the movie September, October, November. And when does Wicked for Good open?
I'm going to say December.
November, right around
right.
Thanksgiving, so they'll have it fresh in their mind.
Okay.
And then, speaking of November, and then there's December, we are going to have a chorus line that I musically directed it.
Right.
Kate was one of our starring actors. And we did it for the Old Pros, but we're actually going to be doing it at the Broadway Music Lovers meeting December 1st.
Okay.
And so my actors are going to come back, those that are in town, and we're going to have a big party and a big holiday
So
celebration.
big December chorus line. You guys are doing the performances again. You kind of you're doing it a couple times or just the one
Actually,
time?
thank you for asking. Yeah, we had a standing room only event when we did a chorus line
Oh, wow.
in
Clubhouse
August.
7.
I mean, people couldn't park. They were turned away and went home.
So backed
we
by
heard-
popular demand.
Totally.
That's
I know,
what
I
we're
forgot to bring
saying.
the flyer. So that's what it says on our new flyer. So
And what's
September-
really interesting is that we're also doing it at the towers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So September 24th, it'll be at Clubhouse 7.
It's a
Arrive
road
about
show.
Exactly. No, we are. And that doors will open at 6:15, shows at 7 o'clock, Clubhouse 7. And then we're going to do it at the Towers on September 27th.
Okay.
So 2 shows in 1 weekend. And that's for the Towers residents and their friends, maybe some people.
And also the rest of Laguna Woods,
who
if
might
you
not have been
missed.
able to get there. So we're really excited
It's
because.
turning into a little cottage industry for you guys.
Totally. Yeah.
Now, for people who want to get involved in the Jazz Music Lovers Club, or, I'm sorry, Broadway Music Lovers Club, there's so many people who love music.
Absolutely.
If they want to get involved, how can they do that? They go to the website, pay dues, or can they come to a meeting without having to pay dues and kind of see what it's all about?
Come to the
Yeah.
meeting,
Okay.
you know, test it out, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we have like a drop-in fee. So if you don't want to commit, it's only $30 for the whole year, but it's free every time you come. If you just
There you
want to
go.
drop in every couple months, you're a snowbird, it's $10 for drop-in.
Okay.
And then if you're a couple, it's $50 for 2, whoever lives together.
And how has this like snowballed for you guys since you started it? Because we had our initial. I mean, has it only been like not even a
little
year
over-
ago?
Yeah, a little over
Like a year
yeah.
ago, you
I
started
know.
this from just, hey, I have an idea, let's do a club.
Well, within 3 months, we had over 130 members.
Wow.
Paid members and sponsors. So I'm always looking for sponsors, and those people basically, I think it's $75 for the year, but that helps us buy
Paper, T-shirts, ink.
things that we need, supplies, and renting the room.
But the sponsors, we have a whole table of all their cards and their flyers so that people can come and go, oh, I need a travel agent.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I need this.
I need to go to New York and see some Broadway shows. Let's make this happen.
Absolutely. Well, it's funny because Seth's going to run another trip, possibly to Iceland in 2027. I called playbill.com and I got on that mailing list. So as soon as that comes out, there's a possibility we might join again.
Okay, well, sounds like we have even more to talk about next time you're here, so we'll have a back by popular demand visit with you guys next month as well. Thank you very much, Elisa and Kate, for coming in. Broadway Music Lovers Club, as always, a good time.
Thank you for listening to us.
Wicked's coming.
Thank you.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
For over 50 years, we've had the privilege of caring for our community's vision.
From routine eye exams to advanced eye care, we're here every step of the way.
Because clear vision means seeing life's most precious moments.
Thank you for trusting Harvard Eye Associates with your vision today and for many years to come.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future vision today.
Who is RadNet? You've probably heard our name and seen our commercials, but you still might not know who we are. RadNet is the largest provider of outpatient imaging services in the United States, with over 8,000 employees and almost 400 imaging centers in 7 states. Likely, if you have had diagnostic imaging, you have experienced RadNet's high-quality, cost-effective imaging services. With 35 years of expertise, RadNet is leading into the future with advanced technology and the very latest AI technology. We are positioned for the future of healthcare. RadNet, leading radiology forward.
And welcome back. Let's talk about some weekend movies and what we got planned for Monday. Right now, though, Jerry Maguire is going to be our movie for today. It is going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles, 6 p.m. without the subtitles, brought to us by Harvard Eye Associates. Of course, he's a sports agent, and he's fired for expressing his desire to have a new philosophy about life and love and business, and all sorts of great romantic comedy there, starring Tom Cruise. Then on Saturday, The Shining. Does it get any better than Jack Nicholson in that movie? It's brought to us by RadNet, 2 p.m. with the subtitles, 6 p.m. without the subtitles. It's a story of a family in an isolated hotel, and all sorts of spooky things start to happen. It is not really a slasher. It's more of a suspense thriller horror movie, and those are the kind I really actually like. Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece, The Shining, 2 p.m. with the subtitles, 6 p.m. without the subtitles, brought to us by RadNet. And then on Monday, folks, we're not here. It's Labor Day, and we got some great stuff planned for that while we're on our little vacation day. Wonder is going to be at 9 a.m. It's a beautiful movie about a kind of a boy who has the wonder of the world, even though he has like immune deficiency things. That you can see him in that little costume there. And then at 12 p.m., American Underdog, the story of Kurt Warner's rise to the NFL. And then at 5 o'clock, we have Jacaranda Trees with Hugh Hauser on California's Gold. So stay tuned for those things. That's our lineup while we are on our vacation time. All right, let's take a quick check of the weather. If you're not going to stay in and watch movies, you might want to go out and enjoy the weather. We got some warm temperatures for you, that's for sure. We're going to have mid-80s for the most part. And then on Labor Day, it's going to be a warm one. So if you're planning that barbecue or activities, make sure you plan for the heat, lots of sunscreen, lots of water, and all that good stuff. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of This Day. Like I said, not going to be here on Monday, but Saturday we're still going to be here, and we got a great show for you. We got Irvine Barkley's going to be here, and HebDoc. We're going to be talking to them as well, so stay tuned for that. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.